Sharon's here. I am so glad you came to see me today. It's good to see you gals. I hope you're having a fantastic week. I'll tell you the whip, girlfriends. It is anywhere from 100 to 106 here. Every day now. Hello. Welcome to Texas. But you know what? It's frying, girls. Frying, okay? Gotta really watch that skin. Ooh, honey, make sure you got your hat on. But I am so glad you took the time to stop by. Now, I have had uber requests wanting me to tell you what is my daily makeup routine. And you're right, I can understand why you would ask because it does change a lot. But on the average of my daily routine, I do have a set routine. And you know how you just don't think about it. You have to say, well, now what do I do next and what do I do? Okay. Here we go, ladies. On with the show. All right. The first thing I do every morning, of course, is do all of my skincare. And once I, top it all off, end it with all the moisturizer, I've done the sunscreen, the whole 9 yards, then I wait about 15 minutes for everything to kind of, marry in, if you will, and dissolve, and it's just in my face. So it won't slide off if I start moving product around. Okay, then the next thing I do is that, and I've already got my sunscreen on, then I go in and I get my primer. Now, everyone knows I am a tried and true silicone gal. I use Smashbox primer. Let me see. I just happen to have a almost empty tube left here. This is my Smashbox. It's clear as you can see, and that is the silicone primer. And let me tell you why I like the silicone primer. It blurs all your lines. It leaves an incredibly smooth canvas where you don't have any dips and things sink into holes. You see what I'm saying? Any pits or little scars. Everything is filled and is smooth. I love this product. I swear by this product. I eat, sleep, and drink this product, and I'll probably never use anything else. I mean, I am a silicone girl, for sure. All right, got my silicone primer on. I always let that sit at least 10 minutes, always, because silicone takes a little bit to sink in until it's all smoothed out. Then the first thing I do, obviously, is I have picked out what foundation I'm going to wear for the day. So the first thing I do is my foundation. The majority of the time, it is on the average day, I will use my Estee Lauder Perfectionist on my average days, or my YSL. Now, both I apply with a sponge for daytime. If I was going out in the evening, I would use a brush for the YSL because it gives it, even a little heavier look. But most of the time, almost every day, my schedule is use my damp beauty blender to put in all my foundation. Once I have my foundation on, it's on. And then I got to go for the eyebrows because those are my trouble spots, my eyebrows. Now, I do two different things depending on what mood I'm in and what day it is. And I use different products. For instance, because of a bad tattoo job, not once, but twice, I have issues with my eyebrows. And so, because they're not right, they're not the right size, shape, or anything anymore. So I have to doctor them a lot. I practically have to draw them in. So I use different products. I love the Benefit eyebrow pencil. I am really loving that because I can just draw a line here, one up here straight, do my corner, and then fill in. I also use the NYX eyebrow kit, which I do love. Now, all the products I'm mentioning will be down below if you're curious, okay? And so then I use the stencil, and it's got the eyebrow powder with it. Also, other days, I use the Chanel taupe eye pencil and do the same thing that I do with the Benefit, okay, and fill that in. So then my eyebrows are done, and then I'll leave them alone. Now, every once in a while, if it's smoldering outside, I will take a clear eyebrow gel, and I'm pretty sure it's ESTEE Lauder, and I just go over that so it just doesn't melt, if you know what I'm saying, okay? Then, the next thing that I always do, because I'm going to start with the eyes first, I am going to get my MAC Painterly pot in the little pot. And I'll try to show some of these pictures up here as I'm talking so you can identify. And I take a brush, and then I brush it all over from my brow all down to my lid. And then right here at the edge, I use it, and right up under my eye, so the shadow I'm getting ready to use will adhere to my skin, okay? So that's sitting for a minute, and then I press all the Painterly paint pot into my eyelids because I don't want it to crease or run, and by warming up the product with my fingers, it leaves it smooth, easy peasy. Then I immediately get out for the palette of the day. I have tons of favorite palettes right now, though. I'm on my unzipped kick, okay? And I'm on my Too Faced White Peach, and then my Tartist Pro by Tarte. Those are the ones that I'm on right now. Let's hypothetically say it's my unzipped day, okay? Well, I'm going to take the shadow. I'm going to wash my eyelids with a color. I call it washing, okay? Then I apply my eyeshadows, okay? Top, bottom, and I'm done. All right, then the next thing that I do after I've got all of that done, and those part of the eyes are done, then I am going to go in with a concealer, and I'm using right now Born This Way by, I think it's Too Faced Born This Way, isn't it? Yeah, I think so. Too Faced Born This Way, I'll have it listed down below. And I just dab it under each eye like that. I take a damp mini beauty blender. It is damp. And I press that product in. I press it right in, okay? To both eyes. And I work pretty quickly because I don't want it drying. And then after that, I always take my fingers and I'll hold it like that as well to make sure there are no absolute creases. The next thing I pick up quickly is my By Terry Hyaluronic Hydra Powder. It's very micro fine. I love it. I take a brush, I tap the brush off after I dip it into the powder, tap it on my hand, and then I blot, okay? I blot. Now, some days I use my mini damp beauty blender. That's most of the time. I'll use the damp blender and I poke it into the powder and then push it on my hand to get all the excess off, and then just tap it with the blender. But sometimes I do use the brush and I pat, okay? But effectively speaking, if I take the mini beauty blender and spray it with my Tasha spray or any of my Essence sprays and then press in, it's a beautiful look and it stays, the powder, okay? All right, then we have finished the under eye. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to tight line the eyes. Now, right now, my favorite thing to tight line is the Stay Put or No Smear or No Move, whatever it is. I'll put it down below. I love this pencil. Oh my God. And I just lift up my eye and I tight line all under my eye into my lash line. I don't usually ever line the top up here. My eyes are small. I'm looking for bigger eyes right now, and I don't want it all over the place. So I just tight line, you know, and it gives me enough liner look. I don't want to take up any more real estate because I don't have that much, okay? I've got hooded eyes. All right, so then I've tight lined up there. I take a buff or a flesh colored pencil. There's two. I've got the Benefit highlight pencil, and then I have one by ESTEE Lauder. I'll list all the pencils down below that I use as well, and I just run on the bottom waterline the colored pencil. I'll have it showing up here, possibly 2 of them. All right, and I'll have everything listed down below. All right, once I finish that, then, of course, girlfriends, mascara time. But I got to curl the lashes first. So I curl my lashes, then I put on mascara. But I start with the bottom mascara first. Now I use Lash Discovery. Lash Discovery by Maybelline is perfect for under the bottom of your eyelashes. It just gives it a little oomph, okay, because I don't put heavy black under the eyelashes on the bottom. This is more of a charcoal type gray, and just enough to show that I have lashes, because I do have my lashes dyed all the time. But you know, with washing and exfoliating, all the skincare we use and products and treatments, that washes off pretty frequently. So I have to use the Lash Discovery just to make sure somebody can see that I have some bottom lashes. And I don't overdo it there. And then the mascara that I apply, that I absolutely love right now, well actually there's really 2, is the It Hero mascara. I'm loving that. Absolutely love that. And the next one is the Hypnose Drama. I really like Hypnose Drama. And I still like my Charlotte Tilbury Legendary Lashes as well, okay? They came out with a new formula, the Formula 2, and it is the bomb, so I'm loving that as well. Then once I have the eyes done, everything done, now it's time to start bronzing. So I pick up my Hourglass bronzer, run my brush through it, and I bronze in a 3. Okay, I start here, 1, 2, and then 3 down here. That's how I take my bronzer. And then right along the cheeks, I give it a little brush, a little round swirl, okay? And then I, go back and go under the neck some more and down. Now, once I've done the bronzer, I pull out my contour kit. I'm using the Smashbox contour kit right now. I was using Lorac, but I'm out. So, and they didn't have it in stock the other day, so I had to get Smashbox. But Smashbox is doing really good, okay? The little round powder is doing great. So I contour right about to here, right as I hit almost the pupils, and I just do a contour here. And then I contour down here my gels. I think you all have seen how I do that. I can refer you back. I'll put that down below, the video about the contouring and highlighting that I did. Once that's contoured and highlighted, and I've worked all on this, now it's time for the blush. My favorite blushes right now that I am loving are my Hourglass blushes. Oh my gosh. I'm using the Dim Luminous, Luminous Dim, and then I'm using the Dim Infused and some others. I mix them together, and they're so light, they're so fresh, and they're heaven. It's just like I'm using the Hourglass bronzer right now that's just as pretty and great as the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. But I'm loving this Hourglass bronzer. Oh my God, I love it. Okay. Now, so I'm blushed, I've got everything going, now it's time to take care of the lips. When I do my skincare first before I ever start my makeup routine, one of the things I do is to put Aquaphor on my lips and let it sit while I'm doing all of my makeup. Then, believe it or not, it is already gone into my lips, I don't even have to wipe off excess, if you know what I mean. So I start to line my lips. After I line my lips, I put on my lipstick, and voila. Then, this is when I use my setting spray, okay? And when I use my setting spray, either I'll put an eye shield up. I have this plastic eye shield and just spray all over. Or, I'm just going to close my eyes and do each side and let the mist kind of fall. But I use the All Nighter Urban Decay for that. So my ladies, that is my everyday routine. I use very little highlighter, okay, because I do have lines like we all do under here, and I don't want to accentuate that. But if so, I'll take my fan brush and I go over my little hourglass strobe and just, you know, run a little highlighter just right into the blush. Okay, just a little bit there, and right up in here, maybe down the nose here, chin, and girlfriends, that is it. So that is my daily makeup routine. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Thank you so much for asking me. I really appreciate it. And I'm so glad you came to see me, and to all my new subbies, girlfriends. I just love you. Thank you so much for joining me and supporting my channel. I love each and every one of you to death. Can't wait to know you better. And to all of my subscribers out there, stay sassy, classy, and confident. And give me a big thumbs up on this video.